Hello viewers, welcome to CodeForAny. If you hear new, hit subscribe buttons and notification bell so you can never miss any our incredible content. Swift UI, gyms and fitness apps inside. Today need to see this here. The sign up flow need to UI need to develop here. First of all, need to see this here the UI inside the XD files. Now need to open here the XD files. First of all, need to create here the sign up page. This is the sign up page. Then after need to press on mobile number. Need to open this here the mobile number enter screens. Then after the OTP verification screens. Then after the enter name screen need to develop. And last one is the need to develop here the select goal screen need to develop here. And also need to put this here the next buttons here to give this here the done buttons like this configures and to UI this need to develop inside the Swift UI. Let's start how to write down inside the Swift UI this course. First of all, need to develop here the one by ones. Need to use this here. Now open this here the codes and to create here the new files inside the creates as a new files and to give this here the name sign up screen like this creates here. And first of all, need to go inside the extension methods and to view inside we need to write down here the one most important extension methods for the navigates one page to another page, and this is the shortcut methods of the backgrounds need to write down here. Now first of all need to go here and to write down here the functions and to give this here the name bg new link, and need to set this here like this titles bg new link. And now need to give this here the content as need to pass this here the sum view, and then is active flags need to set here the binding property like this and to set here the full. Now need to set here the sum, return here the sum view and to all these here. Now need to return here the self dots need to call here the backgrounds property need to use and to pass this here as a navigation link. Destinations need to set here the content label as a need to pass here empty view like this configures. And now another things is active and to give this here the as is active variables need to pass here and to write down here the semicolons like this. We need to create here the shortcuts methods, no need to every time like this the backgrounds inside the navigation link need to only pass this here the call this function the bg navigation links and to give this here the view and set here the boolean variables is active or inactive to directly show this here the next screens like this. Need to this is the shortcuts need to create here. This is the importance and entire projects need to use this method in the view extension functions need to call here. Now need to go inside the onboard screens and to write down here the variables as a state where's and to give this here the name on show sign up. By default need to set this here the false. And now need to go scroll down and to find out here the end of this view and to set this here the bg navigation link and to give this here the sign up screens and set here the dollars show sign up. And also need to configure inside the next buttons show sign up as a past here the true. And also need to review inside need to set this here the navigation view and need to configure this here inside these onboarding screens and to lightly set here the data. Now need to go inside the signups and to draw this here the UI, set here the Z stack to need this here and to use this here the navigations add need to call this here the extension methods. Then after need to create here the view stacks need to develop here and needed image we need to first of all imports inside the assets. Now need to select here FB logo Google's phone numbers and radio buttons image we need to put this here, and we need to set here property as a single scales. Like this we need to set this here. Now need to go inside the sign up, and first of all need to give this here the spacing, and we need to set this here the 13. Now need to set here the two spacers because need to these contents are needs here the centers. That's why I need to give this here the two space, and between need to write down here the overview. First of all need to give this here the logo need to showing here, and to give this here the titles here the app logo, and to set here the resizables, and then after need to set here the scale to fit, and also need to set here the frame, and we need to create here the width dots need to use this here the 0.7 like this, and now need to set here the paddings dot use here the bottom to give this here the width need to set here 0.1 like this configurations, and also need to see this here the preview canvas and to run here the preview. Now show like this here the UI for the Healtho, and now first of all need to create here the button action labels need to use this here like this, and configure this here, and to develop here the mobile buttons give this here the titles, remove this text no needs, to set here the font icon resizables, and need to set here the frame scale to width, give this here the width as a 20, and also need to give this here the height as a 20 like this configures here. Now need to set this here the text property, and to give this here the titles as a mobile number. Now need to set here the fonts, to give this here the custom fonts, to use custom font, and to give this here the names as a regulars, set here the 14s. After we need to set this here the extension method max centers, we need to set this here, maybe typo here, we need to fix this here. Center. Now need to go and to set center like this sets, and to showing this here this UI, and need to first of all need to set here the this view stack inside, need to give this here the horizontal padding 20, as well as need to set this here the top shape, and also need to set here the bottom shape like this, configure this here, and then after we need to create here the horizontal 20, and now need to set here the frame, set here the height 15. Now need to set here the foreground colors, give this here the colors as a primary text. Now need to set here the background colors, color text bg. Now need to set here the overlay, and to draw this here the borders for this UI, and now need to create here the font rect corner size, you need to give this here the 25 0, and to draw this here the stroke, and to give this here the color dots, need to set this here the color border. Now need to set here the line width as a set here the 1 like this configurations, and to configure this here, and similar to show this here the UI displaying here, look like our designs need to show this here. Then after need to develop here the Facebook buttons and Google logins buttons need to develop here. Now, first of all, need to create here the horizontal stack, and to give this here the spacing, set as a 13, 20 is good, not 13. Set. Now, first of all, need to develop here the another buttons. Now need to copy these buttons and develop here the Google buttons. Give this here the Google underscore logo, and to set here the font size as well. Now need to change this here titles as and also need to change this here the fonts well regulars. Need to set this here, and RAM size we need to change this here 35 like this, and like this are the SAMs, and to save this here. Same as need to copy and to develop here the Facebook buttons, and to set here the FB logo, and we need to set this here the Facebook, and now need to set here the background colors as a color white like this, and also need to do this here the else colors Facebook colors, and remove this overlay and create here the corner radius. Set here the like these configurations are the needs for the Facebook buttons, but not reflect here the UI. Need to maybe issue inside the in this data. Not sure, not matters, but need to run this UI inside the on the screens. To click on next. Look at this show. Not here also. Now we to try and run inside the simulator is good, because here some UI are not reflecting. That's why I need to run inside the simulators, and to check this here the correction this UI, and to look like this here the show our designs similar to show this years. Now need to compare with our HD file designs. Now show our goods. Now need to develop here the enter mobile number screens, and also need to configure this here. Now go and to create here the new files, and to give this here the name as a mobile number screen. Mobile number screen, and to create this here. First of all, need to configure these screens, and to write down here the self.states where show mobile. By default, need to set here the false. Copy here, and now need to click on these buttons to set here the true, and now need to also configure this here the bg nav link, and to give this here the mobile number screen, and set this here the dollar show mobile, and to click this here. Now need to configure this here this UI. Now need to create here the chat stack, and to add this here the navigation bar. Now need to create here the scroll view. Inside we need to write down here the wish tag developers, and also need to set here the spacing, set here 20 here like this. Now first of all need to give this here the horizontal 20, and also need to set this here the top shape area. Also need to give this here the bottom shape area. Need to configure this here, and now need to set here the develop here the text, and we need to set this here the enter your mobile number. And now we need to set this here the fonts, set here the custom font, and we need to set this here the semi bolts set as a 18. Like this configures. Now need to set here the max left, and also need to set here the top 15s spacing are the given this here. And then after need to create here the text fields. Before need to need this here the one flag variables, need to need this here the states where txt mobile, like this, with this here the blank value. Now need to write down here the text field, and we need to set this here the placeholders ig 987654321 and now need to set here the text property and to give this here the dollar $txt mobiles and set here the keyboard types as a number pad on pads is good. Now need to set here the horizontal 20 paddings. We need to set here. After need to do this here the UI. Then after need to set here the frame as a heights. Need to set here the 15. Then after need to configure this here the foreground colors. Set here the primary text. And after need to configure this here the background colors. Set here color text busy colors like this here. Now need to set here the overlay. Give this here the borders overlay, copy here and to paste this here like this and to create this overlay. And now need to give this here the some bottom space, configure this here. Now need to create here the next buttons need to develop here. Verify buttons need to develop. Create here the button actions like this configures labels. And also need to set here the flag state where show OTP and by default set here false. Copy here and do this here and show OTP. Now need to develop here the labels. First person to do this here the text labels, copy here, paste here and need to set this here the verify and need to set semi-bold 14 and horizontal 15 need to do this here. Now need to set here the foreground color, set the color btn primary text. Then after need to configure this here the frame heights as a 15. Then after need to give this here the max centers and also need to set here the background color primary app colors and give this here the corner radius circular radius 25 like this. We need to configure and to save this here for the mobile numbers. Now need to show this here preview for the screen. Look like this showing here the preview. Maybe not reflect here the UI. Need to test here. Run this. Now showing here similar to our designs. UI are the showing. Now need to develop here the OTP screen. So need to develop here. Now need to set here the new file and to create here the Swift UI view OTP screen like this. Create here. Now first of all need to set here the busy configurations, bg nav links and to set this here the OTP screens and set here the dollars show OTP like this. Set here. Now need to go OTP screens and need this here the copy this data and to paste this inside OTP screens. Now need to write down here the name and set here the OTP, and to set here 1 2 3 4 like this. Four numbers are the enters. Now need to set here the titles, copy from the XD files, and to paste this here and set here the center and here tops, as well as need to give this here the foreground colors, primary text, and need to set this here center, set here the regular font. Now need to create here the text and to develop this here. First of all, the OTP UI. Put this here. Remove this here the blank and need to add the txt OTP and remove this here the type on numbers. Set here. Then after foreground colors need to set here the clear. No need background colors need to remove here, and also need to set here the excellent colors. Set here please. Remove this here the bottom like this. Now need to develop here and show OTP to change this here the show name and to verify like this UI and change this show name. Now need to draw here the UI. Need to horizontal stacks need to set here the spacing and to give this here the 20. Create here the brackets. Now need to set here the spacers as well as to copy here and another spacers like this here. Now need to get this here the let OTP code is equal to need to get this here the txt map functions need to call this here not maps map, and you need to write down here the string and to call this here the $C. Now need to call this here the for each loop and now need to set this here for each 0 to 4 get this here the indexed in like here, and to set here the wish tag and now need to check here if indexed less than OTP code and so now need to set here paste this here. Now need to set here the value of indexed OTP code and to give this here the indexed value. Now need to set here the font, custom font, and to set this here the bold and set here the 25. Now make centers, other things no needs need to remove here and also need to copy set here as a blank, not gets this here the value. Here maybe issue here. Now fix this here's map function. Now need to set this here the this text frame need to set here the width 16 as heights also need to set here the 16 like this configures here. Now need to set here the foreground color. Use this here the primary text. Then after need to set here the background colors as a color. Set here text BG. Then after need to set here the overlay. Now need to copy any other buttons. Go inside the mobile numbers and to copy this. Set, set here. Now need to develop here the change numbers and send resends OTP. Need to develop here the buttons are the needs here. First of all, need to declare here the some variables. Need to set here the state private and to set here the where time remaining is equal to 13 and let's need to set here the timer is equal to timer dot publish events need to give this here the one on main event need to call this here and to loop the false here connect and to auto connect like this need to set this here. Now need to create here the view stack uh, horizontal stack. Set here the button titles. Set here change number and set here the font custom font. Need to set here the regular and font size set here 12. Now need to set here the foreground color. Set here the secondary text color. And now need to set here the space between here the second buttons. Same as now need to copy. Paste this here. Now need to set as a titles. Time now here's need to write down here the one receive event and to set here the publishers as a timer and to get this here time. Now keep remaining and set here the minus one like this configure here are the needs here. Now also need to change this here the colors as colors need to set here 8 E for core AD and like this colors are the settings here and set this here. Now need to run. This is not reflect. this here, click mobile numbers, verify, and maybe mistake here. Cutting here the brackets, need to fix this here. Also need to clear here. Set here 1 3 like this. Develop here. Hmm. Fix this here this issue and showing this here. Again restart. Click on next. Select here. Click here and showing this here the good. Now need to develop here the name screens. So need to develop here. Now need to create here the logins inside. Create here the new files and to give this here the Swift UI view. Give this here the name screen. Create here. Now first of all need to go OTP screens and to change this here the names screen and need to set here the back events. First of all need to write down here environment and to call this here the dots. It's presence modes where mode is equal to binding and to give this here the brackets inside the presentations mode like this and to call this here the back dot graph value and to call this here the dismiss. To back buttons are the sets here. Click here and to back screens you need to call here. Now first of all need to copy this here the mobile number phone number screen and need to paste this here as a name screen and now need to change this here the name and to show this here the goal. Copy here. Also need to change this here the goal and also need to change here goals and to set here the next button. Now give this here the names as a Ashish Chutake and also need to change this here the name and remove this here keyboard tab and enter your name and this here the titles like this. Need to calling here and last screens need to develop this here the goal screens. Now to create here the new files and to give this here the name goal screen. Now first of all the copy the screen to paste this here, remove here no needs and to set here the done buttons, remove here done and also no needs here and depends here the text, set here 0. Now add state where and to write down here the list array. Inside need to give this here the app needed value to put this here, set here the name property, create here the duplicates of the and now first one to give this here the fat loss. Second goals are the weight gain then after muscle gain and last one is the other and here's one is like this. Need to read this here the list. Now set here the titles and to give this here the titles select your goal. Now remove here and let's here the for each data here the counters and need to set here the ID. What's this cell? Set here the index in. Set here the button. Maybe we need to copy inside the line of this and need to paste this here similar to here. This here select index is equal index. Now equal index and to image. Now need to go inside the sets and to copy this here the radio select and unselect. Now need to set here the name list, set here the index and give this here the name property and to pass this here double quotes like this value regular 18 need to set here the font and maxed. Like these configurations are the needs and this UI are the developing done, and also need to configure the screens as a goal inside the name screen. Set here. Now need to run this here inside the simulator this UI. Now need to click on next, open here the mobile number screens, then after OTP verification screens, after opens here the name screens, and then last ones need to open this here the select your goal screens and to change this like here the goals and similar to this UI are the showing like the all UI same as the our XD designs. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any questions, so please write down the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.